Did you know that the AI behind your favorite virtual assistant, self-driving car, or even the text you're reading right now can be traced back to something called neurons? Yes, the same neurons found in your brain. But here's the twist. AI uses artificial neurons to mimic how your brain works, and this concept powers some of the most amazing technologies today, like large language models. Curious? Stick around because we're about to dive into how these neural networks are changing the world of AI. Now, imagine your brain with billions of interconnected neurons. Neural networks in AI are inspired by this very structure. These networks are made up of many simple units called neurons, just like in the brain. These neurons are connected by pathways through which they exchange information. A neural network typically has multiple layers: an input layer, hidden layers, and an output layer. Each layer processes the output from the layer before it, and this helps the network understand more complex data. So just like how your brain processes information, neural networks process inputs step by step. Here's where it gets interesting. Each neuron performs a very simple calculation. It takes an input, applies a weight, and then passes the result to the next neuron. The output of one neuron becomes the input for the next. This is how data moves through the neural network. In a language model like ChatGPT, neural networks help predict complex patterns. For example, predicting the next word in a sentence. If I say, "the cat sat on the," if I say, "the cat sat on the neural network knows that the most probable next word is Matt. How? It's all about patterns. But how does the network learn? This is where backpropagation comes in. During training, the network makes predictions, but often those predictions are wrong. Backpropagation helps the network adjust by comparing its prediction to the actual result, calculating the error or loss. By backpropagating the error, the network adjusts its internal weights, getting better over time. It's like correcting mistakes after every try. And this learning process happens over millions of examples, which is why the network can get really good at predicting things like the next word in a sentence. This is what happens in deep learning and neural networks. So why are neural networks so powerful? The first reason is their universality. Neural networks can learn from raw data without needing to be programmed with explicit rules. Whether it's text, images, or even sounds, neural networks can process and learn patterns from it all. Another reason, scalability. Neural networks can have millions, or even billions, of parameters, which means they can handle incredibly complex tasks. The more parameters, the better the network gets at understanding the nuances of data. The magic behind neural networks is their ability to understand context. Once trained, the network can connect patterns from previous inputs to new ones, just like how humans understand the meaning of words based on context. In language models like ChatGPT, neural networks are the brains behind the operation. They're trained on vast amounts of text data, learning the patterns and structure of human language. When you ask ChatGPT a question, it generates a response by predicting what comes next based on all the knowledge it's learned. When you type a question like, "What is a neural network?" the model goes through its trained neural network to predict a response. It processes the sentence step by step, looking at the patterns of language and the most probable sequence of words, and voila, the response appears in a matter of seconds. And that's what makes neural networks so amazing. From generating text to recognizing patterns in images and even interpreting sound, they can handle an enormous variety of tasks by learning from data without needing specific rules. Neural networks have the power to transform raw information into meaningful insights, and language models like ChatGPT are prime examples of this transformation. Whether it's predicting the next word in a conversation or helping with complex problem-solving, neural networks are the driving force behind artificial intelligence today. And that's a wrap. Neural networks are a powerful tool in AI, helping machines learn and predict like never before. From predicting text to recognizing images and sounds, the potential is limitless. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more tech content. See you in the next video.